Welcome to Date with Danu. Today I'm super happy to have the cast of Yalu or the Yalu Either, and most of them are here. So I'm going to speak about the experience, also kind of being a part of the movie, and so much more. I'm so happy to know that there is a movie of international standard that's going to come out here. Let's speak more.
Hi, my name is Dilshara Jayamanna. Most people call me Dilly. I'm an advertising professional by day, and apparently I moonlight as a film director by night. And I am the director of the movie Yalu the Yalu.
Hey guys, this is DJ Mass and
Hi, I'm Sarah, and we're here for
a date with Danu.
Hi, I'm Eraj. I'm an actor, a lawyer, slash model.
Hi, I'm Romaine Willis. I'm a singer-songwriter from Colombo, Sri Lanka.
And we are here to go,
on a date with Danu.
So we're here because we are in a movie for the first time. It's my first time being a supporting role, and
mine too, and I'm so excited, a little bit nervous, but I guess, you know, it's going to be an exciting journey for us all, and we're so excited to be here on the show to talk a little bit more about the movie with Danu.
yeah, well, I think you guys are in for a big surprise because this movie is going to be one of a kind. It's the first time that Sri Lanka is ever going to see something like this.
Yalu the Yalu is a romantic comedy movie, or as I like to look at it, it's a cultural event cleverly disguised as a movie because of the themes it tackles, the way it's done, what it's talking about, and how we show it.
So in the movie Yalu the Yalu Either, I play the role of Mithun. It's a very exciting movie with an exciting cast. I can't wait for you guys to see it.
And I play the role of Coco. She's a singer. So, you know, I'll be doing me in the movie, and it's amazing. It's amazing to be working with amazing people like this. And yeah, you have to see it.
It's very exciting for me to be on a date with Danu. It's very interesting also because Danu is actually one of the cast of the movie, and I'm usually used to being behind the camera and have him in front of it. So a bit wary also of what he's going to do now that I'm in front of the camera, but hope it's going to be a lot of fun.
For someone who finds it hard to even say the name movie title, I was given the hardest words. Saranga, which I kept in mind, Saranga. Remember this word? For no, just for that word. So this is the lovely cast. We're missing Urani, and who else are we missing? A few more.
And a few more. Yeah.
Few more. So these are the ladies, the gents, and then we have the director. Thank you for being on the show. I'm going to start with you. So this movie, which is a love story, is coming from a place of love. You know, there was a time when people built Taj Mahals, and now you are just making movies. Tell me about it.
Yeah, actually, this entire thing is for my wife.
Yeah, can you? None of y'all knew this?
I just
Never heard him say it like that. Never heard him say it like that.
Yeah,
It's because of his wife he's doing this. He has pulled his savings out as well. Who will do that?
Yeah, you getting emotional.
No. Tell.
Husbands take note.
Yeah, so I've been like doing advertising for about 20 years, and she used to be my best friend. It's not a good idea to marry your best friend, by the way.
Yeah, because they know
But
everything.
They
you
know everything.
Yeah.
So she used to always complain, hey, you know, you write really nice stuff for other people.
Yeah.
You never write anything for me. So like a good husband, I never took note of any of that. Until we watched this show on Netflix, and she was like, hey, this is a really cute show, you should do something like this. And then she went to sleep.
Oh.
And so I wrote the first few episodes. This was supposed to be initially a TV show. So I wrote the first 2 episodes, and I woke her up and I read it to her, and I said, what do you think? And she's also sort of like my moral compass and my artistic judge and all of that. And she said...
she literally bosses you around.
Yeah, she's my boss, basically.
You just wanted to say it in the nicest way
Nice,
possible. Yeah.
to retain some. And then she listened to it and she said, this is awesome, you just have to do it. And then she went promptly back to sleep. And I wrote the rest of it. And here we are today, a couple of years later, with this amazing set of people, including you. and just ready to share it with Sri Lanka.
I don't know what your wife is going to ask next, no? Well done, well done.
This is it.
Yeah. Like, it'll be really nice, no, to just get a Cartier ring tomorrow morning. This one will be like seen running all over the countryside.
Yeah, please buy tickets and come. I have to buy a Cartier ring.
All right, I want to speak to Sarah. I got your name right. She has
Yeah.
flown. She was flown in for this movie, by the way. Not a lot of people get flown in anywhere. Like we don't go from Colombo to Kandy nowadays.
Oh my gosh.
No fuel as well. But somehow you made it. So tell me about this time. I know you have been in multiple movies.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a pro.
Yeah.
Dinakshie is learning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But by the way, she just had us third. How
Yeah.
long ago?
I mean, it's been 2 years now.
Mm.
But yeah.
Mm.
We bounce back, me and you know.
What are my bouncing off? Nothing. I haven't given birth to anything. But you look phenomenal. So tell me, apart from being sexy in this movie, can you speak a little bit about who you are? Director?
Yeah.
I can. So, I mean, when Dilshara told me about the part, he said, you know, you're going to be able to play it really well. You know, she has a strong character, a little bit witty and a bit mean, and, you know, it's a lot
God,
like
did you even have to act?
And exactly. And I was like, okay. And she's like, it will be so easy for you. It's just you. I was
Yeah.
like, okay. And it's been, you know, so amazing. At the beginning, obviously, I was really nervous, but you know, I'm so happy to be a part of it and really share the story of fashion, because you know that's what I'm truly passionate about. So yeah.
So
Let us be
y'all are the
that.
only real life couple, but y'all are not even acting as a couple in this film.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. Was it good to?
I loved it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
annoying,
it
no, to be
was
paired with him
so-
always.
I was so bored like acting together.
Yeah.
I just wanted like I prefer if I had a boyfriend in the movie, but unfortunately Dilshara didn't. Yeah, cast
And like
me
a
in one of
steamy
those
sex
roles.
scene and all.
Yeah.
Like Titanic, just.
Hopefully next time.
Yeah.
I should lose a little bit of weight also.
We are not showing the whole thing. This is Sri Lankan film. Just the hand. That's it. Just the hand.
You might see this movie.
All right, so we have two Willis. Got it right?
Yes.
It's not Wills.
It's not Willis.
Willis.
It's Willis.
The Nigamba girls have things to say. So both of y'all are second cousins?
Second cousins. That's
Okay.
right.
Who got approached for the movie first?
I did, and then he came to me. He was like, I realized that you got a very good-looking cousin. I'm like, yeah, and sort of connected them.
Yeah.
And
Were you
here we
upset
are.
about it? That
No, hell no. I'm
Like,
really freaking
I heard that you have a very
proud.
good looking. Yeah, that's me.
No, I first thought he was talking about my sister. I'm like, right, yeah, I've heard this one before. Go ahead. And then he was like, no, Shereen. I'm like, all right, yes. And here we are,
Yeah.
seated next to each other. And it's pretty surreal working with her for the first time. And to see her grow, like she's really young too, and to see her start very nervously.
She's just 2 years younger than me. It's amazing to see her. Who's so
Right,
so
yeah,
well.
totally.
We're going to speak more about it. Of course, she's playing the lead along with this boy at the back, Eraj, who has been sexually abused by many of us on the set. We're going to speak more when we do come back. But right now, it's time to play Hot Seat, one of my favorite games, with the answers. These ones have come and asked me for big hampers. This is the biggest hamper I can give. Can you all hear?
Yes.
Yeah. Y'all are all looking very tired after the film. Y'all can do with all of this.
Thanks.
Unlike me, who uses it every day. Here we go. Your favorite co-star on this film? Nobody named shit acted in this.
Urani,
Okay.
Raj.
obviously.
Yeah.
Aw, cute.
No, why don't you all let her
yeah,
answer? Okay, it
Eraj,
could be even me.
Eraj. Such
Mass.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go with Mass too.
Oh.
Mass, you better choose. You have two.
Oh,
One
That
person.
was a trick.
Yeah,
that
you
was a
trick
trick
on.
question.
Very good.
So,
Very
yeah.
good.
So Romaine was the first, so we are going to take that as the answer.
Shereen.
Oh my God, you're going to be so tied up to a chair and whipped by uranium. You're going to be so tied up to a chair and whipped by uranium. And you, Saranga?
I actually only get to
It doesn't need to be a female.
No, I only get to act with
These two.
Shereen and Eraj.
You can pick.
So I'll go with Shereen.
I like the car. That's it. That was my favorite co-star.
Yeah, because nobody picked you, so now
I
you're
did act
salty.
with two people
So why can't you?
because none of them chose me. I like the car. Actually, the car will be a good thing. Your favorite star in the film?
There we go.
Spotlight.
I'm gonna
There's
go
no core for you, no?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Shereen.
All right. Second, if you could recast one person to play another role in this movie, who would you choose to play which character?
I didn't quite get that.
I would have been it would have been interesting to see Dinakshie and Romaine swap their characters.
Wow.
Okay. So that is the
Okay.
right.
then
Eraj?
then we would have to focus the camera on different areas.
Okay then. Eraj?
Yeah, I would have loved to see Sarah play Urania's character. Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
Saranga?
I haven't really thought about it.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. That's the whole.
yeah.
These thought-provoking questions are coming.
Okay.
Nobody wants anything to do with me. Do they even know I'm in this
I
film?
would like to see you playing Eraj's character and Eraj
Good one.
Best one yet.
That's
Best
like the
one yet.
swap
Of a lifetime.
of the century. Yes.
Traumatized.
Yeah.
Danu
That
playing
will be my
Eraj's
pick,
character
yeah.
and
Eraj playing Danu.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be a good tattoo artist. I would be a good tattoo artist.
You?
I like
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah.
You have. What is
I
I saying?
already
You?
said, yeah.
Me?
You-
You and Eraj.
Okay. Romaine?
You and Mass, actually.
Wow.
I like to see you DJing and doing the
Oh
whole
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
No?
He's thinking.
I don't know.
I think you would be a good Manila as well.
Wow.
You know? Yeah.
The
So-
sass. The sass,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. If there was a steamy love scene, who would be the ideal to be featured as a couple? Your options are, you all can choose. Just raise your hands when I read the options. Romaine and Mars, Dinakshie and Urani, Eraj and Urani. None of y'all are raising your hand. Y'all don't want to
No,
see
we
any of
want
this.
to hear the
Yeah,
options.
yeah, all the
Yes,
options.
it was.
Shereen and Danu,
No.
Saranga and Eraj, Saranga and Shereen.
Saranga and Eraj?
I was thinking the same.
What are your fantasies?
Yeah, what is happening, Dinakshie?
Everyone wants Saranga and Eraj?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, guys.
Urania and I are almost like
It's
we are
all
the thing
done.
Yeah, I'm kind of
already.
seeing
Nothing to
it.
imagine.
that scene already happened.
Yeah.
That already happened.
Okay. If there's to be a sequel for the film, who should Eraj cheat with and break Shereen's heart?
You.
Options are Dinakshie, Urani, Sarah, Romaine, Saranga and Danu.
Danu.
Why aren't you cheating on with me? I thought we had something
So
going
I
on.
do, apparently, you all
Apparently,
have to answer.
I'm not in the list.
Yeah, you're not in the list.
Oh.
Too bad, because that happens in real life.
Really?
Yeah.
But you know, actually the storyline will be good. So I play a tattoo artist who's their friend. More or less, you would have always had a crush on me and you didn't know how to say that to me. Yeah.
I can't
Apparently.
answer this because I already know.
Oh.
Because part
Oh,
of
there's
that
a
has
sequel.
already happened.
Oh, wow.
I hope I have really upgraded my life
oh
with
my
tattoo
gosh.
artist.
Thank God, none of us.
If you thought the first set of words were hard, wait till you get
Next
this.
one is a Kaviya.
None of us die.
Yeah. Okay, now this is a bit too
chance.
expensive. Just kill her off. All right, last one. Describe the movie in one word.
Fantabulous.
It's glamorous.
I think different.
Addictive.
Addictive.
Yeah.
Friendship.
Love.
I think it will be a game changing.
I will just, it's very chic. I would like to put it that way. It's very like stylish and like the most, every shot looks like it's made out of a candy floss. It's so colorful and so pretty. So well done. So well done to the team for answering this question. Actually, I can't choose a winner. Let's get into a break. We'll come back with more. Welcome back to the show. We are speaking to the full cast here. I want to speak to the lead actor and actress. Eraj, how was it? So you got this script in your hand some time ago.
Yeah, basically like maybe a year ago.
Was it because the director found you weak and you might not deliver?
No, because Corona happened and we couldn't do the movie.
How was it when you... So you have done multiple commercials, but at the same time you have been on theatre.
Yeah.
So how was it when you were approached? Were you excited?
Yeah, I was initially, and then someone else was supposed to play the other role.
Ah, right.
And at
You
that
were
time-
never a second thought.
No, I was the first choice,
Okay.
obviously. But it was interesting, so we did a lot of online sessions, and yeah,
Great.
it's fun.
How was it for you, Shereen? Have you ever acted in school, like, or nothing?
It's like the first time
Okay.
I'm acting or something.
But were you? How was your first day on set? In front of camera, all the lights on.
I
You
was a bit-
look pretty, so you have none of that
I
problem.
was a
Like
bit
we don't need to.
nervous. I was a bit nervous, and then and the set was like really pretty. I was like, wow.
As a director, I think you're one of the most patient people I've ever
Yeah.
met.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
so, too.
And do you like curse us in the night, or is it just that you just liked these people? Like, I don't know how you say it. Like when it's like the 7th take, and you're like, okay, you can do this.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's like
it's
so
fine.
calm.
Let's do that.
See, all of them were amazing. So generally in Sri Lanka, I'm told that not very many rehearsals happen, and there's not a great amount of prep that happens, and people wing it a lot during the shoot, which is a whole sort of serious thing to discuss on another show. But these guys were amazing, and they've been rehearsing, they've been giving their time, and they're all really, really busy. But they saw something in the project, something good enough for them to give their time. Sarah from Malaysia, Shereen from Kandy, and
This has been a destination movie.
yeah, and as such, actually, they were all wonderful. So we knew our characters. We knew where their hearts were at. We knew how to do things and how to react to each other. The only difference was that there were cameras around, and it just felt right, and it was amazing. So I am just in awe of these people.
Brilliant.
Oh.
Mr. DJ Mouse,
Yeah, man.
that is who you are.
Yeah.
How was it to take it onto screen, because you were still playing a DJ and you had this whole the same kind of look about you?
Well, to me, first and foremost, I again want to thank Dilshara for even considering me to play the part. So he met me and he told me, Machang, I got this movie. I want you to do you. That's it. Just this character is based on you, because I've known him for past 20-something years, 25 years. Two of us are good friends, and to
That's
me,
not what he said, but it's okay.
to me, I think I'm just here because of him, to help him out with his project, because I see Dilshara, who's a teenager who always had a dream, a vision, and he needed to pursue his own passion, and this is what it is. It's coming to reality finally. So I'm just here cheering him all the way, making sure that he's there. So that's all.
really nice.
That's all it's all about.
Yeah. Saranga, Dinakshie, y'all have been on multiple sets. Y'all have, I think y'all act every single day in terms of performing, and that's your job. What's the difference between the other movies y'all might have done? And like, I have been a part of table reads, but not been a part of not only a table read, but also a rehearsal, where you tend to like bring out emotions. We've done it for theatre, but never for a film. How was that experience for y'all? I'll start with you, Sarah.
Yeah, that was the same thing I was going to talk about. Like in theatre, we get a lot of table reads and all that, but movies, of course, I didn't have that experience when it comes to movies. So I spoke to Dilshara about it as well, those table reads actually got us to understand our characters more and understand the other members of the movie, and I think especially with the newcomers, it's really good. And so I also didn't see them, trying to memorize their lines or anything, and the shoot went
really fast.
Yeah. And
Actually, I think a
that
lot of
was
people
really
should use
convenient.
this in future.
Exactly.
As a system to save money, save time, and also be efficient about it. You're not tired by the time you're done with the shoot.
Yeah.
Let's get into a game called One Word, where we get their answers. You may think these questions are very just very basic, but this is where people really understand your characteristics.
No pressure, yeah.
Because I once asked a person, if your house is on fire, what would you take? He said, my watches. And the wife and the child are just dying there.
Is that person
No.
Is that person alive?
Yes. Yes. I have never seen the wife to start. Must be already burned. Okay. First thing you notice in others.
Their toenails.
Eyes.
My God. Toenails?
Because I check whether they're clean. That's the first thing I check.
That's true, that's
Fetish,
true.
bro.
That's true.
Foot fetish.
You've got a foot fetish, by the way. Moving on.
But you also notice toenails.
No. You were like talking.
And what do you notice?
Eyes.
Dinakshie has nice eyes. What do you notice? Now, of course, if you see Dinakshie, you might notice a few
I
others.
can't tell you what I noticed. I'm telling public.
Why? What did you notice?
Oh my God. Now we want to know.
Oh my god.
I think clothes.
Clothes.
Yeah.
You, Shereen?
The eyes.
Eyes.
For me, the smile.
I think body language, like in general. I take
What was
my
your first
time.
impression of me?
I said you were tall, and
Tall is
I
just
did.
height, not body language.
I know, but then you didn't let me finish after that. Okay. I'm not going to.
You?
Their confidence levels.
So, what an answer. What an answer. Toenails. What are you, if you're wearing covered shoes, what do you want to do?
I judge people based on.
No, but that's true. though.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I've heard a lot of
I
people
agree,
say
because-
that.
Have you seen my toenails?
I was told it's really long.
We
Oh, yes,
discussed,
someone
we
else
discussed
discussed your
the discussion
toenails.
about your toes.
Okay, she has long toenails. Like very long, not nails, toes are very long. Show your toes. And later on, we had to go onto your Instagram and look at pictures, and they were bloody long.
I got no. Actually, I like that's a part of my body I have an insecurity with. They're like murunga toes. That's what like my grandma calls
Might
them.
have been a heat in Jaffna. Question number 2. One thing you could do all day, every day.
Sleep.
Oh my god, yes.
Yes. That's my answer.
I guess sing on a stage.
You?
It's nice.
I could
What?
eat. I could eat. Really, I could.
Facts.
Only you
Facts.
can
Facts.
eat.
Be on vacation.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Good one.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Make music.
Wow, boring.
You?
Eat pizza.
Very specific.
I
Yeah.
love
How about you?
eat.
I think I will also do the pizza, and there are things that I would like to do every day, but I don't have the dough or the I don't have the dough or the meat.
You have the dough, but not the meat.
Not the beer.
What would you never buy with money?
Wouldn't.
What would you never buy?
Never buy.
Or what you'd never pay for?
Sex.
Loyalty.
Honesty.
Love. Or, but you can say the same.
Love.
Okay. We both think
I would
alike.
never buy. Yeah, I guess love. Yeah.
Friendship.
At this point, Sri Lankan rupees.
Smart.
You. What about you?
Yes, you.
I'm at a point where I can't say that I will not pay for sex.
I feel for you. It's a cool.
A job you would never do, even if the salary was $1 million each day.
Would never do.
That's tough.
I know.
Actually, having 9 people on the show is very hard, no, Jari?
I actually know this.
Okay, you go for
Yeah,
it.
I would
Yeah.
never be the guy who cleans the cobra pit in that Thailand, that place. There's
You're
a
very
video of the
specific.
guy who cleans the cobra
Oh,
pit.
yeah, I've seen that.
Okay.
I've seen
Yeah,
that.
no.
Me, I would never be the Sri Lankan president.
Okay.
A Sri Lankan zookeeper.
Oh.
That's
Zookeeper in
emotionally
general.
draining more than anything.
Yeah, but yeah, watching like.
No,
animals
but
suffer
look
is
at them.
like-
They're so
yeah, that's what, that's
malnourished,
like-
Pawan. You know?
I don't know. I need time to think.
I'll come back
Yeah.
to you.
Maybe like getting into like dirty politics and being a politician. I don't want to do that for money.
Shereen?
I need time.
I guess hurt another person.
That's not a job.
Yeah,
Like
like a
if somebody
job.
paid me to like kill
Ah,
somebody,
like assassin.
I'd be like, yeah,
Yeah.
assassinate anyone.
Yeah.
Be a
Unless they
sexy
deserve it.
assassin.
It's okay. I don't know.
Thou shalt not kill unless they deserve it.
You?
Yeah, same. I wouldn't. Yeah. Boring.
Okay.
But true.
I don't care. I'll do anything. After that, I'll just solve all the problems with a million every day. Hello, I can solve Sri Lanka's problem. Y'all never thought of it.
No, yeah.
Is it in dollars or rupees? The question?
Dollars, dollars.
Yeah, dollars.
Beef.
You
Okay,
said
maybe
dollars.
yeah, I could be the president.
Yeah.
A habit you would love to give up. Like if you can answer this today, will be great. A habit you would like to give up.
I think procrastination.
What?
I procrastinate a lot.
Ah,
Just
right.
like
I heard it some other way. So I'm sorry.
Coffee.
Eating junk.
Oh, yeah, that. Yeah.
Pranking people. I prank a lot.
Okay.
aw, that's a fun thing.
Touching my hair.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Please, Shereen,
Yes.
stop touching your hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the
Really?
makeup artist really wants you dead. You?
I said already.
Ah, right. You?
I think overthinking. Do that a lot.
Yeah. Show your toenails
Yeah,
and be
no.
happy. You?
Cotton buds.
What?
If I see a cotton bud, I have to stick it in my ear.
What?
What?
Yeah.
So if like
Okay, I
he's
have
in a
a
bad mood or
complete-
something, just like
We
distract
just
him
have to
with
have some
cotton
cotton
buds.
buds out there.
Yeah, there you
Can
go.
we get some like
Throw
right
them on
here?
him.
But we
Throw
have
them on
already
it.
established that I'm very patient.
A celebrity you would like to date?
Easy.
Sri Lankan?
No,
Okay, good. I mean,
anyone.
anyone, good.
Dua Lipa.
Good choice.
Good.
I was going to say.
You
Dua
took
Lipa.
mine.
It's fine. It's fine. You all can both date her. You?
Alia Bhatt.
Dinakshie?
Who?
Ranbir
Alia,
Kapoor.
Alia Bhatt, Alia
Like you all
Bhatt.
swapped.
Alia Bhatt.
Yeah.
why?
Yeah.
Basically the.
Shireen?
What's Blake Lively's husband's name?
Ryan Reynolds.
Holland.
Yes.
Oh.
Both of y'all have decided.
Yeah.
Who?
You wanna go?
No, I haven't decided.
Ryan Reynolds.
This is a big decision.
He's so funny.
They are not even watching this show, I promise you.
I know, but he's so funny.
Who's Damon? Damon from Vampire Diaries.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's hot.
You? Just let me just give y'all a reality check. They're not even going to look at y'all.
Yeah.
So
I
just
know,
tell.
I know. So
They might one day. Okay, you never know.
They must be checking our Instagram.
I actually stopped
profile,
asking these
Danu.
questions. I'm
How do
tired.
you know? They must be checking us on Instagram.
Yeah, but they
Doubt it.
still.
Doubt it.
Wow, wake up.
There's
Wake
only.
up.
Me,
Yes.
Keira Knightley.
Oh.
I've
It's a
had
very
two
like-
celebrity crushes in my life. Deepika Padukone and Dua Lipa. That's it.
Yeah,
And Dua
Deepika's
Lipa
pretty
is like-
cool.
They're having
Yeah.
their own chat, man. Let's
Yeah.
get over there. You know, I actually had like 10 questions. I can't get through 10 with y'all. That's 90 answers. Jesus, I'll be dead. See you after. Welcome back to the show. We are talking about a brand new film that's going to come out. It's going to be a movie that's going to be very different to what you might have seen on screen. I've always thought Sri Lankan films are so beautiful when they're shot artistically because I think we have great actors and actresses in our country, like brilliant people who can bring out character. But when it comes to the commercial films, we lack technology, lighting, graphics, budgets, all of that matters, you know. I don't think Rajinikanth is in any form to jump off a bus and save you and then fly off to like Europe. But it's all done because you have a budget and a crew that can back you up. But here we are trying to create a new form of films where it's beautiful, it feels good, and that's what this movie is all about. Did I capture the essence right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is the cast. Did you have a particular reason to look out for fresh new faces?
Yeah. So I said in my intro that the way I see this movie is more like a cultural event and more than just a movie. And I picked people who I thought could be part of a cultural renaissance of sorts. You know, people who were very artistic in their own ways and had points of view with whatever they were doing. And I thought that they would be relevant to all sorts of audiences. So that was the plan.
I'm coming to a question now to Romaine. You, let me guess, you are playing a singer.
Yes, I am.
Oh, it might have been very hard.
The hardest.
Yes. How was it for you to get into character? Did you really have to channel Romaine?
Honestly, no, it was so easy. Like, that's why I said yes, because when he first approached me, like,
so are you
acting
singing in
me?
this film as well?
I am. I actually
Have an original coming out?
Yeah.
Yes. It's a very nice song. Everyone on set loved it. So yeah.
And what's the experience? But you have shot music videos. You and
But it was very different though. Like on stage, it's all about the big movements.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you have to be big and grand.
You can't go off frame. No?
Yeah.
You're like,
right. And
like,
like, and when he would like guide me through the whole process, he would tell me, make your reactions very subtle. You're not on stage. Like, you're going to be on this huge screen. So even the little movements, the subtle things are like
captured.
Exactly.
And
so
on a
like,
bigger level.
Yeah, it was very different, but you know, I loved it. I love doing new things. So you know.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Movies tend to unfortunately have a huge battle with media because, you know, media has to come forward and support movies. Press has to open their pages and allow these things to go out there. If you do take the music industry at one time, I'm sure you can relate to it, was crippled because there were only a few people who can release a song because only those songs will be played. And otherwise you are just playing it to your family at home through a cassette. But later on things have now changed. Here you create the demand and the demand takes you to the radio stations. But when it comes to movies, do you think media stations see it beyond politics because, oh, I don't like this actor, so I will not promote that movie?
Hard for me to answer because I don't have very much experience in that, but I have been guided by my producer and partner Rasita and of course my cast and other seniors like Ranga, my DOP. So what we did was we went to the distributors before shooting. We actually took a PowerPoint, which convinced these guys. And we went and we sat with the distributor and we showed him the vision and the plan. And actually we got a release before ever getting on set. I don't know that many people do that. So I come from an advertising background where we plan everything. Everything is planned. So maybe that's why we did it that way. And honestly, the distributor saw that there was a vision and saw that it was not just somebody's dream, but there was practical decisions being taken to address certain points. And they were very, very welcoming. And they said, yeah, good to go. Of course, it was delayed because of COVID and you know, whatever is going on right now. But I think if people are a little, I don't want to say that they're not professional because I frankly don't know. But I think if they're a bit more open-minded and do things in a way that makes sense and take sensible decisions, everybody will come on board.
I think they should always be updated. So they're still stuck in the 90s, 70s, 80s, and they always keep
glorifying
telling the past. That's the best era. But then again, when you think about this is also good.
Correct.
We have like so many good things happening.
good.
Right
And
now.
I think this movie
We should
particularly
adapt.
is breaking a lot of Sri Lankan norms and stereotypes. So it's a good thing.
I think change is something that Sri Lanka is
It's
ready for.
embrace.
And you should
You gotta
appreciate.
embrace it, yeah.
People don't appreciate
In every
That's
way,
right,
not
yeah.
just politics.
Agreed. Let's get into a segment that we call Yes or No. We will see you with that. All right, so this game, normally we give like a little placard, like a board to hold. Now we can't, no, 9 of you, we don't have buttons. budgets. Even the movie didn't give us a budget for this. So because of that, we are going to use your own hands. Okay?
Okay.
What were the two actions? This is for yes, this is for no.
Okay.
Right? Well done. Cheaper the better.
I'm sure you will continue this.
We can't waste paper
Well,
anyway,
no.
so you know.
We
Yeah,
don't
that
have
is-
paper to print.
Right, we have paper
Are
to
you
waste.
saying we
so.
don't have paper to print? All right. Do you feel happy living the life you have? Well done. Have you ever been through a lazy, unmotivated phase in your life?
Yeah.
A face.
He has had a little bit of it, but he has never had it.
You know.
If a stranger suddenly arrives and kisses you, will you let him or her?
STDs, yo.
Depends on the mood.
Just the two of us. Me too, hello, me too.
STDs, like someone said.
How can this one kiss?
You didn't
Depends
say
on
it Frenchy, right?
anything?
Okay, normal.
It's okay.
Some rando,
Yeah.
And so if you, now, aren't you
Everyone
kissing her?
kisses. Yeah.
but some.
Did you do an
This
STD
is
test
on
on her?
the mouth,
Ah,
right?
yes.
Not specified.
I think we have moved on from this whole cheek kissing thing.
Right, right.
Oh wow.
Do people usually form the wrong opinion about you?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
No. Is that like a half motion?
I care way less.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I guess.
I'm
If you win the lottery, would you share it? Would you tell your friends?
Oh yeah, we're partying.
Right now, no, but
Smart.
Don't, men, don't. But would you tell your family?
Yeah.
I will never tell my extended family. I'm mad. They'll come and take.
Extended family.
Yeah.
Extend, you
I'll
can't
do
change.
How extended?
I mean, like your cousins
Like,
and your
would
relatives.
you tell her you're a cousins? Do you think men and women are equal?
Oh, tough one.
Equal.
In
There is
Generally.
no more details on it. Just say
I
yes
think
or
yes.
I
no.
wouldn't say equal.
With those details, yes.
Different.
You have to be with.
No.
Okay. Have you ever passed
better.
out because you drank so much in a public place?
Sorry, say that again.
you
Because you
always
drank so
fall
much.
asleep.
Passing out and
Falling
falling
asleep
asleep
are
are two different things.
This man is
Yeah.
tired.
He's like, he passes out all
Yeah,
the time.
I've actually gone to watch a play. I still remember the start.
He's
Not
always
that I didn't like the
that
play.
after one
So-
drink, you know.
Saranga, if you want somebody
Yeah.
to ready hodanna of you
Ah,
beautifully,
Just
give the this is the perfect person. Last time she said, how to have sex, he's never at home. And then she said, even if he comes, he's too lazy. Even if he comes, he's too tired.
Oh, is it
I was
that?
being honest, you know,
Yeah.
it's not a complaint, but I was just honestly.
Yeah. What happened after that? You all seem very happy. I should call this a counseling show.
All because of the movie. We are so happy because
Yeah,
we
we
are part
are.
of the movie.
I think it was for my show. It's a counseling session. Y'all come, sit, tell your problems, and then find a way.
tired.
Yeah. Do you like to be recognized when you walk into a room?
Like to be.
Like to be.
recognized.
Sometimes.
I like to be.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes.
Depends.
Depends on the place.
Depends on the room also.
Have you ever invited someone to have some fun without telling them it was for that? Fun.
Yeah, of course,
No.
yeah.
Elaborate fun.
Maybe.
Fun that you are not having with Saranga these days. Dinakshie?
Eraj, Dinakshie.
No, I'm very direct
Sorry,
about
I'm
that.
very
Genuine mistake. No, I said no.
Saranga,
What am I
you
saying?
have
No.
men.
Is that how you
Really?
fell into this trap?
Yeah, I don't trap people, okay?
Yeah. Innocently, you call this poor Saranga Pavani. Are you sensitive to other people's feelings?
Too freaking sensitive.
Can you sell someone's kidney for money?
With them.
If that one
With
with
their
their
consent.
consent,
There
yes.
is no detailed in this
With their
question.
consent, yes.
Yes.
Not
Genuine.
giving
Their
a
consent,
yes.
yes.
It's not-
Yeah.
Anyway, they have two. No, I will sell one.
Yeah, yeah.
Do Do you have a secret that no one knows?
Everyone does.
Everyone has secrets that no one knows.
Of course.
I don't. I'm just so innocent. Man, I tell everything to everyone.
It's nothing to do with innocence.
That's not nothing to do
Yeah,
with
it's just
innocence.
I'm an
Yeah.
open book.
Yeah.
I have nothing to hide. I don't have nothing to worry about.
But I think somebody knows. It doesn't have to be one person knowing everything. Somebody knows.
Mm.
No. Let's give it a break. Welcome back to the show. So, this movie is to come out very soon. While you were recording this process of filming,
What's the name of the movie?
Yalu the Yalu.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have rehearsed your lines.
Okay, now we are
Right.
Let's go.
Were you worried at any time would egos clash, whether people will have?
No. No, they were really nice. Like everybody was really nice.
Let's ask the cast. How was it for y'all?
How was it for you?
For me,
Yeah.
please, y'all were just nothing like dust.
That's a big ego.
Like, just tell me. The car was giving me attitude, though. That car was.
Like,
It
brum,
really
brum.
made
Feel
us.
Brum brum. The brum brum.
Yeah. No. Ane, he wanted me to come on a scooter, right?
Yeah, on a Vespa.
We tried it also.
What's the sound
I
of
would
the
have
scooter?
I would have been a part of the protest. It was happening that day.
I have the BTS. We'll put it on the end
Ah,
credits.
right, fine. Thanks. Okay. So tell me, how was it? Did y'all clash egos? Did people have problems? Like you, I think you have that about you.
Are you looking at me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know. You can ask them if we had any problems. We didn't.
Hardly,
did we?
hardly.
No, she was
like
fun to work
a lot
with.
of like-minded people. They were about the art and not about like
Yeah.
egos and this and that. So we
I
got
think-
along perfectly,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we're all friends too. Like
Really?
so.
Y'all are family as well. Made the family business.
Yeah,
on the side. There are two people getting two salaries. Huh? You can't do this. One family, please. There should be a higher tax.
There's another family.
What? That is,
Myself and Irene.
that is true. That is true. That is true. It's a mother and child relationship.
Oh my god.
You are young enough to be her child.
No.
No.
Oh.
I'm gonna get it
I'm
from.
23.
I know.
Oh
She's
my
not here. But anyway, so tell me, it was all easy for y'all on set? Nobody like.
I
Yeah,
think
it was
it's
so
really
much
good
fun. Like,
chemistry.
we were
like,
pretty much
you know,
friends.
Except
everyone.
the hair artist really hated you. Like, just he had it on the day that I was sure. He just had it. He was like, Atagan. Then at one point, Shereen, Atagan ko.
I totally get where she's coming from though.
And then
because,
again, she's like,
Yeah.
then he does this.
God, yeah.
Atagan.
Yeah, so first movie, but like diva moments also
Diva
there.
moment.
So
Make a poddak මෙතනින් තප්පොත්.
So we blocked the
No
scene.
gun.
We blocked the scene entirely. We light it up. Can we shoot it from that side?
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I'm always the victim.
Yeah. You were not given a choice in choosing a side, were you? Yeah. So there was no clashes, nothing.
I think, like we said before, the script reading and everything helped us, like, you know, to bond, and the chemistries were built up nicely. So I think.
But
on set it was
what's,
perfect.
I must say this, actually, I'm not saying this because I'm part of this film, I'm just saying it just genuinely. Having some of the senior players who are working in this film, like Saranga, Ureni, what makes me understand is the fact that you guys didn't even take a minute to think, oh my god, we know this better than you all, like look at it from our point of view. There was none of that. I think y'all were the total opposite.
Yeah.
Y'all were
that's
like,
so
y'all
true.
put the highest amount of stories.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
they
handle-
never made us feel
Yeah.
like that also.
Yeah, and you handle his page so
And I
sort
actually
of.
heard this conversation.
You're not supposed to say everything out loud.
I think Dinakshie handles Saranga.
No, not always, not
Yeah.
always. When he's
I even
upset,
heard
that's
this
it.
conversation between Saranga and Eraj. They just finished their scene, and Eraj was like, "I'm so sorry, I messed up. I'm so sorry." He's like, "You didn't mess up. That happens all the time on set." I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Damn, like you know."
And
that
I
made
think
us
that
feel so
takes a
welcome.
lot. I think that's what portrays people to be real stars, in my opinion. The
Yeah,
minute
yeah,
you,
yeah.
the minute, and also especially even to know that you were not the, let's say, of course we don't like to say that word, the lead role, but the movie is not centered around.
No, but that's a very big concern when it
Yeah.
comes to some actors and actresses.
Why am I not
yeah,
playing
or
the
how
lead?
much of like screen time do I get? It's not the time you get on
Correct.
screen.
It's what you can do in that.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
it's always you should look at the bigger picture,
Yeah.
Yeah.
not just your character or.
Yeah. It's about the
So,
story.
yeah.
It's a collective
Yeah.
project.
And it also, I mean, if you look at it as the business side of it, if you have people who are cooperative and helping other people, you're surely going to cast them for the next one.
Yeah.
It's
Correct.
going to
Yeah.
happen for sure.
Yeah.
So, you know, good begets good. That it's just
And we get to work with the younger
Yeah, true.
generation as well, right? So
Yeah,
it's a
I
give
really
and
loved
take, yeah.
working with her
Yeah.
because she was like, I did not expect her to do the way she did on like when we were shooting our scene. She was really good, and her reactions and everything, I didn't expect.
She's
because
feeling
she's
emotional
new.
now.
No, because she was really good. She was trained. Yeah, that's true. But then again, when you're on set, you get so nervous. I still get nervous the first time I face the camera. So she was really nice, and she was doing her part really well. I was very happy about it.
You want to say something, Sarah?
Yeah, no, I was gonna say even for me, right? Like I did struggle with it a lot, just even memorizing the words. I messaged Dinakshie and I was like, oh my god, how do you remember this? And she was super encouraging. She was just like, it's okay, use English. Dilshara is pretty cool. He's patient, all that stuff, which is so true. So yeah, just want to reiterate that again, that these guys are so great, and that's what I think has gelled us even more. So yeah.
Yeah,
I know
that-
you're looking
yeah.
for some dirt, but there's
No,
nothing.
that's fine.
Nothing.
Dilshara always, he would come and ask, like, how would
Yeah.
you take it? Like, what do
Yeah.
you want to do? So
Yeah.
he gives us that space to
He's
work
a really
with.
good actor too, by
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah.
So good. He does
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like to accept
Yeah,
it.
and
but
he has
he's
done
so
theatre.
good.
That's why he understands where we are coming from. So
And
which
also,
makes-
he doesn't embarrass us on set.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he won't be
He
like,
just
"Ah,
embarrasses
hurry
her
up,
off.
Shereen,"
He'll never
and-
scream at you, never yell
Yeah,
at
he'll
you.
just walk up to you and
People
purring.
do that.
You can do it like this.
I never had that
So he
moment
does
because it was
that.
just like one take, right?
Yeah.
Say something.
just like your lines, it was Ketien, Luhundin, Saranshaka.
කෙටියෙන් කියන්න එපා. What hug me? Just add some. These ones were not at the set now, so you can tell anything about me. They'll never know.
But you did a great job with, like, at rehearsals, it was really
Read the full script if you're saying something nice about me. I've given you all the cue points. We need to get into a break. I'm just tired of this show now. Let's just release this trailer already. We'll see you after. The trailer you're going to see for the first time is going to be an international release on this show. We do go international, okay? Like Australia watches us, England watches us, Dubai,
Malaysia.
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 yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
Malaysia,
Singapore.
Singapore.
Yeah.
What are the other countries? What are the other countries? India watches us.
Candy.
And Nigambo.
Nigambo.
Illyas, it's a state of its own. Anyway, so we just want to get into the trailer, but before that, I have to tell you, everyone wore stunning costumes on this movie. Like everyone was looking glamorous. Like even the most wretched scenes, they will be in like this phenomenal look and feel hair done, makeup on point. Why were you so specific on the looks? Because I think
So
Romaine had a sexy outfit.
Yeah, everybody had sexy
Yeah.
outfits. Only I didn't have a sexy outfit. But no, so Steffi, who Shereen plays, Steffi is a design student, and as you know, the plot evolves around Steffi and Mithun trying to get this amazing dress to Manila, and it's in the
By the way,
fashion.
Manila is the real star in this film.
I mean,
And it revolves in that fashion universe, and so as such, all the roles are really dressed in that way. And I see this evolution happening in our country. I mean, in my commercials, when we dress people a certain way, we get comments saying, "Mehema andinawada Lankave." I put this guy in a bomber jacket once. Lankave mehema andinawada, but after that, you could see so many people wearing bomber jackets.
Of course.
Right? And our brilliant stylist, Jude Gayant, has done a wonderful job.
And put up with all our
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. Late to fit on.
Mama.
I can't relate to that. I was on time.
But yeah, I mean, it's in that fashion universe, and I think that's one of the cultural aspects of it that
Yeah.
we are trying to change up.
As the star,
yep.
You
Sorry,
got to
Shereen.
wear like this nicest dress.
I mean, you'll have to see.
Oh.
But I mean, just to add on to what Dilshara was saying, I think, you know, in movies, I mean, all of us, when we watch them, we get influence, right, from
Correct.
actresses and celebrities and all that. And I think it's the first time that's happening here. You know, you're really going to be inspired and aspire to be these characters and dress like them, and you're going to relate to every single one of them, men and women, because I feel like from a fashion point of view in Sri Lanka, it is pushing the boundaries in an uncomfortable way maybe for some, but I think it is time, and it's so fun and fresh. And you know, working in fashion, I'm so proud that it's happening all together, and the outfits are amazing. I love mine. It was one of the best. Yeah.
We also would like to say one more thing, that is, it's time to watch the trailer now.
Woo!
Not perfect neither.
Cool.
Vanilla.
Cool. That's good.
Well, the my sport. Not perfect.
නිකම් බොරුවට ෆෑන් ගර්ල් කෙනෙක් වෙන්න එපා ස්ටෙෆි. එයාගේ ඉතර පර්ෆෙක්ට් යන්නේ.
It is all about me, Mouse. Make mage career එක make mage dream එක.
මේක මගේ තැන. මගේ rules. Stephanie Disasekara.
Colombo College of Art and Design එකේ ඔයාම pass කරනවා.
අයියෝ ආගේ ඩ්‍රෙස් එක අරගෙන මිල්ල ගාවට යන්න.
Kai Mouse, ඔයා හරි ෂූ. හැබැයි ටිකක් මෝඩයි. මම කොහොමද යා ළඟට යන්නේ?
මගේ රෙගියුලර් පෝඩියම් ඩාන්සර් ස්වෙට්ලානාට අසනීපයි. ඉතින් මැඩම් ඔයා තමයි රිසර්ව්.
පෙසුදාට මට නම් බෑ ඇඳුම් ගලව ගලවන්නට.
අනේ නැන්ද එන්න ගන්න කෙටියෙන් දුහුන්ඩි සාරාංශ ගතව කියන්න ප්ලීස්
පොරට කියවන්න එන්න එපා මවුස්. මට මාරව සෙල්ෆිෂ්.
ඔයා ඇව තල්ලු කරයින් පස්සේ එයා මං ගාවට ආවා. එයා මුළු රෑම හිටියේ මාත් එක්ක.
මං බැලුවා මේ ජීවිතේ දැන් නැති වෙක්ති එක්කනේ පණ පිටින් ඇවිදගෙන ආවේ කොහොමද කියලා ඒකයි මේ.
එයා හැම කොල්ලොන්ට කැමති එක්කෙනෙක් නෙමෙයි.
ඒකද දන්නේ හැම සතියෙම අලුත් කොල්ලෙක් අල්ලන්න.
Steffi. Nice to meet you.
එතකොට ඔයා?
Gin and tonic එකක් නැතුව දෙයනවා.
ඒ
මට ආස හිතන ඔයාට වඩා රහ දෙයක් මෙතන තියෙනවද?
You okay?
not really. නෑ එහෙමකුත් නෑ.
ඔය ෆ්‍රෙන්ඩ්ෂිප් එක බොයි ෆ්‍රෙන්ඩ්ෂිප් එකකට හරවන්න වෙලාව ගන්න.
Hi, I'm Inella.
චිත්‍රපටයක වාගේ එතන අපගේ ආලේ පුංචි දෙයටත් හැදි කැඩි යන්නේ අයියෝ චිත්‍රපටයක වාගේ එතන අපගේ ආලේ පුංචි දෙයටත් හැදි කැඩි යන්නේ අයියෝ
ගිනි බත් කරමු baby.
So don't miss out. It's going to be in cinemas very, very soon. A chance for you to witness a new form of a film coming to life in Sri Lanka. Encourage everyone to go sit, feel those seats, watch it on the big screen because there's something amazing about it. Why always complain saying we are never there, we are never there. When we are there, we need to be supported. We need to support our own film industry so that, you know, we can create more and more talented people to come out and shine. And this is our chance to do it. So make that happen. And also, all of these people have very pretty Instagram accounts. You can follow everything because it has all the infos coming out. That one from Malaysia is just putting up pictures that are looking gorgeous. And, I've even asked for a child from her.
Oh my God.
She tends to just produce stunning looking things. That's just amazing. So well done to all of you, and thank you for being here, for being so accommodating and fun. No chips on anyone's shoulder, and that's what's important. I have to say to the director, worked with so many people, but you are so simple, humble, giving, so motivating, which is an amazing feeling, and you make us all feel so special.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
So on that note, we need to wrap things up. So go out there, support, promote the movie in your little way if you can, because it's just going to open more opportunities and more doors for you to walk in and see yourself grow in this beautiful world called entertainment. It gives so much of joy to people, and we should just keep it alive. Thank you for joining us, everyone. Thank you for joining me. We will see you soon with another cool episode to date with Danu. Till then, keep smiling. It's a wrap.